Let me do my thing. Let me do my thing. Yeah.
Hello YouTubers and tech lovers are there. Here I come with a new video. Today we are talking about a booting process. So let's start without wasting any time. What is a booting process? When we power on our computer to desktop available, for that there had been plenty of process to be done by the computer by in a sequential order, and that process is called booting process. For booting process, we need to power on our computer, of course, and the BIOS the BIOS in our motherboard with the help of microchip or CPU. Well, CPU in a motherboard is the only component that can execute any programming code, and BIOS is all a programming code that are pre-installed by the makers. So BIOS with the help of microprocessor will initiate all the peripheral component hard drives connected to motherboard, such as your mouse, your keyboard, your monitor, or a graphics card, or even any other fancy hard drives that are connected to your motherboard. Checking all the hard drives is working or not, and that process is called post or power on self test. This process is mainly for testing whether the drives are working or not. If any of the drive is not working, that it will show us continuous beep message, and if everything is okay, then it will go for boot sequence or started searching for a pre-installed operating system in our hard drive. In that case of scenario, we will only talking about pre-installed operating system, not about any fresh install or dual booting. So for boot sequence, the BIOS will start in search for a pre-installed operating system and non-volatile memory, such as your hard drive, your solid disk drive, and BIOS will go for a first sector of that drive, and that is MBR or master boot record. Well, GPT is very new in market, but we would talk about that in our next video. So we only focus about MBR or master boot record. Now BIOS will go for a first sector of that hard drive, and every partitioned hard drive's first sector is MBR. Non-partitioned memory drives like pen drive, thumb drive, the VVR is the first sector of that drive. MBR is only available in a partitioned memory drive. So MBR is the first drive of a hard drive, and that sector is called drive 0, and VVR is the first sector of that partition. Every partition has their own VVR, and VVR knows everything about that partition, and MBR knows everything about that whole hard drive and every single partition. But BIOS is ignorant and cannot distinguish between MBR from VVR, so it always goes for a first sector of that drive, and that is only MBR most of cases. So MBR now MBR will evoke VVR, and invoking VVR by MBR is called chain booting. Now VVR will started loading the bootstrap file to the RAM, bootstrap file. There are 3 files very necessary to load Windows, and that 3 files are command.com, io.sys, ms-dos.sys. And after loading the files to the RAM, now the CPU will started reading it. So there are 3 files very necessary for Windows. It may vary for different operating systems such as Mac or Linux or even for Android. So that's our all. As we say, encouraging me by give me a feedback and hit like and subscribe button, and followed by the clicking the bell icon as well. If you have any question about that video, then write it on the comment box below, and see you next time in our next video. Till then, stay safe, stay blessed, stay healthy, and never stop learning.